My name is Jevon. I'm 40 years old. Um, I've been, she's pretty much started drinking when I was like in 8th grade and been numbing myself one way or another ever since. And about 15 years ago, found myself in the hospital and introduced to Vicodin, and then out on the streets found Norco, and then progressed to heroin almost 2 years ago. Um, Found myself functioning until I didn't anymore. Alienated from my loved ones, business partner, everything. Uh, Sat around and figured out that I thought I lost everything and realized I still have a lot to lose. Um, Thankfully, I made one phone call, and that snowballed into me being here in Baja, and was grateful that I reached out and made it here.
Hmm. And you've been, sorry, uh, you've been here back down here a couple weeks, so you've been probably a month or so since your treatment, right?
Not.
A couple weeks?
This is the beginning of my 4th week.
Beginning of your 4th week.
Yeah.
And have you tried to get sober before? Have you gotten this long before? How different do you feel now than those other times?
Well, yes, I've cleaned myself up quite a few times. The last time I did, I went about a week shy of 3 months of no opiates. You know, still delving in other things, but it was always a fight inside myself, and a struggle every day, like to not run and grab something. Whereas sitting here today, the question would be why.
Cool. So, would you like to tell us a little bit about what you did while you were at Medicine Heart, about the sweat lodges, the Ibogaine treatment, just kind of a general overview of how, in your mind, the week went and what you did that was most impactful?
Well, I showed up and met with the group. Still stuffing heroin in my nose the whole way. Open to, really open to coming off of it with the idea of no withdrawal. That's what
Sold you.
sold me on it, as well as for me personally. The term 12-step program always kind of made me cringe, even though I've never been participated in it. I don't know why, but it did, so that's what drew me here. I came, I had no clue of what was, what I was in store for the week, as far as I'd never taken a sweat lodge before, or participated in anything like that, anything that was, I guess, Native American ceremony based.
Nature.
Yeah, and it was foreign to me. I embraced it,
Yeah.
because it I don't know, everything seemed to have something to it.
Yeah.
That was real.
Yeah.
Is real.
And you did a couple psychoactive addiction interrupting substances this week, the Ibogaine and the Toad. So, tell us about your experience with the medicine.
The Ibogaine was a lot more intense than I had just projected, like, before I came. I was a little nervous. I was told that that's a good thing. And going into the Ibogaine and coming out the other side. On the other side of it, I realized that the drug use, like throughout my whole life, was a symptom of my underlying problem. And through the other side of that, it's almost like I was taken back to the beginning and walked through it and addressed all these things that I didn't even know was in there.
Mm-hmm.
And so through that, I was able to let it go. I couldn't tell you what the moment was, but I know it's happened through feeling about things differently in life than I did before I came. And then, a few days later of being in what seemed like kind of a daze and a haze, I was introduced to the Toad.
Yeah.
And the Toad was a vehicle that took me through and tapped into a place where we're all able to be, where we are and don't realize it, and it was pure bliss, and that was nothing I've ever felt
Turn
in
the
my
lights
life.
back on, huh?
Yeah.
Awesome. And so your plan going forward, where are you now, just in your headspace, like your thoughts about what you're going to do next, how you're going to be as a person? Do you feel like drugs are still an issue in your life? Do you feel like you've got a new perspective?
I've got definitely, it's like wow, I'm a business owner, and I'm put everything on pause, and going back, I mean, my passion is a little different now, and it seems like the things that were so important to me, I've got a different perspective, definitely, in priorities of what's important. I'm going forward knowing that, through the other side of this, and with the help of the Toad, I just know that I don't have the fear I used to have, like the resentment, the anger, everything I carried through life. I realized that, this whole thing, there's really nothing to fear, and through that, I'm a much happier person, smiling and like just
Happy Jevon.
Yep.
That's good. Anything else you'd like to say about your experience in Medicine Heart for anybody that's looking to come, how the people were, how the whole process unfolded?
The people and the responsibilities that they step up and take, and how they work with each other to care for their clients, who become basically, extended family, is just, it's awesome to see, it's awesome to feel. I would do it 10 times over. There's a part of me that wishes I'd done it sooner, but here now I realize everything has its time, and so if anybody were to come, it would be perfect timing.